You are tuned to ARP on the Accelerated Radio Network. It's 12 noon, and it's time to have lunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Bringing money talk you can understand. And now here's your host, Miss Charline.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Miss Charline, and welcome to Lunch with the Finance Bunch. Today we have in our studio Coach V. How are you today, Coach V?
I'm blessed. Good to be here. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
We are so honored to have you. Leilani and I were watching your videos, and we were reciting after you, and you are so inspiring. All the way through to your email. Even the quote you have in your email is inspiring. So that's how I know you are meant to be and do what you do, because every part of you inspires. So thank you again for being here.
Wow, that just inspired me. It's amazing when I go to places and I'm supposed to be the one doing the edifying, the instructing, and the motivating. Yeah. But that right there, that encouraged me. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
Now, as a coach, a mentor, an entrepreneur, you have a nonprofit organization that you are the head of. Yep. You've got a lot going on.
Yes, ma'am.
And what inspires you? What inspires you? Because you inspire us. What inspires you?
Right. Yeah, and that's the easy stuff, because being married and raising kids, I mean, that's the real of it right there.
Yes.
Right. And then to be able to have and be blessed with the opportunities to really serve in terms of my purpose and my passion and what the callings are from within my heart and soul has truly been a blessing. Where my wife and I, we own a small firm that's Coach V LLC. That's a motivation and success company. And then we also have a nonprofit that, along with other champions in the community in the 916 Sacramento area, that we're really trying to bring the village to the children.
Okay.
And then use passion platforms to teach youth life lessons. So it's really been an adventure. There does have to be a calendar and a lot of appointments made so that we could situate and put form and function into what we do. But it's a great challenge, and it's something that really lights up my life and that of my family.
Amazing. Now, this show is about, Lunch with the Finance Bunch. It's about giving opportunity, and it's about talking to young adults and, people who are trying to create a new path in their life. And so that being said, I brought coaches on this month because I want people to see and understand just how much they have within them, that all they need to do is have a little bit of coaching or coaxing to get it out. So you work with young adults and you work with children. Right. What is the secret to success with them? What do you think that is?
Right. There's a lot of different ways to bring about and connecting a person's individual calling, and then have that match that there's now a plan, that they believe in that plan, they're willing to put in the work, they can adjust the process, and then be able to execute, finish, and win.
Yes.
But one of the ways I do with young kids in Invictus Foundation is use a passion platform to them is not work. So when you're teaching life lessons through football and football drills, where you have to start appropriately, finish all the way through the line, make sure that your eyes up and that you're paying attention, that you listen and you learn, and then throughout the whole time that you enjoy the process. That's when my boy Joey Coenga is also talking about, right?
Yes.
You feed them sugar. You feed them the candy, you feed them the juice that they love. And see, so many times we just want education to be where you sit down and there's a professor and you sit there. And they call it ADD. If it's called ADD, I've had that my entire life.
Me
right?
too.
You know what I'm talking
Definitely.
about. So those are some of the things that we use, our passion platforms, and then with adults as well. And we discussed this a little bit already off the air, right? The who, what, where, when, why, how, and why, they all matter, but not more than the who, and that who is you.
That's right.
Your mama's not going to be in charge of it.
That's
your
right.
uncle, your grandma, your grandpa, your girlfriend, your spouse. It's up to you to really believe in who it is that you are. And we teach kids, and I teach my clients this, to repeat after me. I believe in me, and what I believe will be. Respect all and fear nothing. Yes. I will not be bullied, especially by myself. And I will not be bullied, and I will not be bullied, and the bully will not be me. I believe in me and what I believe will be. So when you start to seed and cultivate that, within a person and they start to, because all of us need it before we can believe in ourselves. And if we can find somebody else to believe in us first.
Yes.
Right. And that's where coaching, I think great parents do that. I think great teachers, and I think coaches have done that forever. It's not something I created or anybody in this industry has.
Wow. So I want to get to know Coach V a little bit better, because this is your first time on our show.
Yes, ma'am.
And I have so many questions that I'm going to try to squeeze some of them in. But if I don't get them all in, I want it on record that you promise to come back.
Oh, I would love to.
Okay.
I would love to.
All right. So in getting to know you, we call this the form part of our show.
Right.
And that's when we ask questions about you, the person, what your passions are. We ask about your family life, your occupation, things like that.
Right.
So we want to know Coach V. So what and who inspires you to do what you do?
Yeah, that's my parents.
Okay.
And I've learned, went to UC Davis, had a great academic career, been at Boise State for 8 years, been around athletes, been around some just amazing folks. I go to corporate companies every single day and speak on this aspect of releasing the champion inside of you and life champion. But my parents, and there's giving out of prosperity.
Yes.
And there's giving out of your poverty.
Yes.
When you don't have and you still try your best and still have the best attitude you can. So the two people that have always inspired me, and now there's a third person, is my parents, Mele and Viliami Tuivai, and then my wife. Really what it is that a woman can do in bringing life into the world, and her bringing 2 kids into our lives. And that is a pain that a man could never understand, and 9 months of carrying that. So I think those are the 3 main people that really inspired me in my life.
Wonderful. What about your family? You mentioned just now that your family inspires you. You know, what role does your children play in inspiring you? Because you talked a little bit about your kids off camera.
Right.
And so how do they and your wife inspire you to be the mentor and professional that you are?
Right. And this is known in psychology, and it's not new in the personal and professional development realm, right? Modeling examples are the reason why we all become who it is that we become.
That's right.
So I don't take that for granted one bit. My language, what it is that I talk about, that I never say don't quit, or I don't allude to being the response is negative. I walked out of my door to come here yesterday on Thursday, and our fences on both sides of our house were blown down because we have 50-mile-per-hour winds.
Wow.
And my daughter looked at me and said, "Oh, it's all good. We'll fix it." Those things we can fix.
Yes.
So really, and they are the legacy.
Yes.
So, and those are things that are on the forefront of my mind as I think about your question, and really I try to live every day.
That's perfect. I love that answer. How do you balance your professional life and your personal life? How do you create balance? Because, you know, striving to do as much as you do, and then having a family, how do you balance those two?
Yeah, so really, I have not solved what the definition of balance is. So if you take into consideration that the definition of balance is that it's a 50-50 split.
Right.
I've never experienced at that. I don't know what that looks like, but I do know what commitment means. Now, Albert Einstein says that the only way to truly keep life in balance is like a bike, just to keep on moving.
Okay.
Right?
That's right.
So I do agree with part of that. But what I know is balance is fitting, and because when you're unbalanced, you feel like you don't know where you are, you're lacking control, right? Things aren't the way they should be.
Right.
But when you live a committed life, where it is that you apply your time and invest your time, you will get a return. And that's where your balance and the fulfillment of life comes from, where you don't only live the length of your life, but you live the width of it.
So, Coach V, we were talking about your family, your personal life, and how you balance things.
Right.
And what I'd like to know, in addition to that, is how you have a conference coming up. Now, this is going to be a conference that's going to be based on you and what you have to bring to the table. So could you tell us a little bit about what's going to go on in that conference and when it is and all of that?
Yeah, Thursday, February 23rd at the Falls Event Center. It is my first personal and professional development conference.
Okay, and where is that going to be held?
It's going to be in Elk Grove, California,
Elk Grove,
at the Falls Event Center. Yes, ma'am. And we're really excited. We've got 300 seats.
Wow.
We expect to fully sell out, and then we'll probably be adding some seats towards mid of next month in February. And really, it's teaching the life champion principles.
Okay.
And there's 5 phases to that. And real quickly, it's at least these 14 things. And we can semantically call them different things, but I'll be focusing on faith and self-belief.
Okay.
Be focusing on life struggle, what I call life struggle or adversity training. And then teamwork, transformation, character, integrity, work ethic, discipline, respect, commitment, the audacity to dream, skill set, attitude, response, and then really the ability to finish and win and then do it all again. So what is the process and then the approach internally? So there's some external circumstances that we all have to deal with, like rain and weather and the finances where the market crashes. But really, none of those things can really harm the inner person, the inner champion. If your resolve stays constant and you're willing to persevere, you can really achieve anything you want to in this world. And that's some real talk because I've lived it.
Yes.
I've seen it in places like UC Davis, applied in football, at Boise State where we weren't supposed to win championships or BCS bowl games, and they did. But then we also see it all around us with first-time mothers and people that are married. They have some championship relationships. So those are the things that we'll be discussing in detail and in championship form at the conference.
Wow. So tell us again, where's the conference going to be? What day of the week is that? And exactly where are we going to be?
Yeah, Thursday, February 23rd in Elk Grove, California at the Falls Event Center. And you can find all the information on my website at coach-v.com.
Perfect. I want to be there.
Oh, that's great.
I want to be there.
Yeah.
So what do you believe is the most influential item that participants will take away from attending your conference?
I think really just the energy of being around amazing folks, right? Just being in the environment. I mean, show me your network and I'll show you your future. Or what we tell our kids is the same thing. Show me your friends and we'll show you your future. So there's going to be some relationships made there, but really an encouraging environment that's non-judgmental, that really affords every person that's going to be attending that, yes, you can really become, be, do, achieve your dreams, hopes, and aspirations, and really anything it is that you believe. And when we say anything, look around us.
Yes.
Anything. Versus we don't need a computer anymore. We walk around with it every single day and there's no wires on this thing.
That's right.
Right? And there's planes that are just weigh tons that land and take off every single day. And then now Amazon is going to be flying our packages with drones. There's going to be driverless cars. Right? So the only thing that is going to stop or impede what it is that we want to achieve is ourselves.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, who should attend your conference?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think it's for anybody who is trying to excel and get better. Right? Obviously, I got some CEOs coming. I got some city officials. I got senators. I got all these leadership type folks, right? I got billionaires coming. I got millionaires coming, 100,000aires. I got entrepreneurs coming. But really, this is a spirit of a person that believes in bettering themselves, that the time has changed, so now they must change. And then the things it is that they were in the past have now expired, and they gotta go shopping.
That's right.
And they got to upgrade themselves. They got to get better. So it's really a conference for people that want to achieve and get better. And who doesn't want to do that?
Exactly. And, mentioning the type of people that are going to be in the room, when you're trying to, do a self, to improve yourself.
That's right.
That's where you should be.
That's right.
In the room with people who you want to be like.
Right.
Right?
That's right.
Because they say the people you spend the most time with, the 5 people you spend the most time with, is you divide that into 5 and that's your net worth.
That's right.
And that's scary if you're not in the room with the right people or you're not in communication with the right people. So to be a part of your conference and to come to your conference and to have an opportunity to network and be in the room with those types of people, I think that in and of itself is a win.
Right. Because with criminals, right, we know it as guilty by association.
That's right.
Right. Right. But then in what it is that we do in self-development and raising and training champions, you are who you roll with. You assimilate to whom you associate and you become who it is that you're around.
Yes.
So show me your network and I'll show you your future.
Ooh, say that again.
Yeah. Show me your network and I'll show you your future. And it's the same thing with our kids. I worry less about what it is that my kids' grades are. They matter to us, and we want straight A's, no doubt.
Yes.
But I want to see who my kids are hanging around.
That's right.
And I only have a 7 and a 5-year-old, but I have a brother who just graduated from high school, and I look at his friends, and they won championships at the football, and then they're also going to Ivy League schools.
Right.
Right? Show me that character type person and surround yourself with that. Now, it doesn't always work that way, though, right?
That's right.
Because people want to network from, if they're at the bottom, they want the big dogs. No, you got to network where you are with who's around you. And all of you will rise and champion and win together. That's how that deal works. I have an experience where I called up Bill Gates, and Bill Gates was like, Coach V, what's up, man? How can I help you? It don't work like that. There's some grinders, and there's some people that are at your level that are doing excellent things, but you grab hold of them not only because of who they are currently, but where they're going. I want to go where you're going.
Yes.
Right? And that's why I'm here on this show, because I want to go where the finance bunch is going. Where you're going, I want to go there. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Coach V, I want to ask some questions about you personally.
Right.
We know Coach V, the coach and the entrepreneur, and we know you as a successful gentleman who's moving in, just moving with force.
Right.
I'd like to know for our listeners, how did you grow up? Where are you from?
Right.
All of that. So how did you grow up? Where are you from?
Yeah, we came here on vacation in 1979. I was 4 years old from the island of Tonga, and we never went home.
Really?
We've been here ever since. I'm an illegal immigrant that became a permanent resident that got filed for citizenship in 2009 and gained my first citizenship papers and my passport in 2010. Barack Obama was my first time that I've ever voted. So I'm 2-1 until today. And so we have a new commander-in-chief now. But really, I am a version of the American dream. And I'm not as American as apple pie, but
yes.
I grew up here where I grew up on free and reduced lunch my whole academic career. I grew up in Pomona, California. Sports really changed my life and my outlook, and especially what it is that I do now as a speaker that stands in front of people and talks and tries to motivate. I did that in Sunday school. That's where my training was. I had no formal training. I just really had the courage and the audacity that I had some value to give to the world.
I believe in me. What I believe will be. Respect all. Fear nothing.
I will not be bullied.
And the bully will not be me. I believe in me. What I believe will be.
We need the community to believe in us. Every $100 gives 4 kids just like me the opportunity to be around coaches, access to college programs, and to be a part of a team, and learn critical life lessons to prepare today's youth to be tomorrow's leaders. We are asking that you believe in us and donate $5 or more every month until we can make these programs available for all children. Please support our future now. Thank you.
I'm Coach V, and Invictus Foundation has been supporting these free programs for the last 3 years. We believe in these kids, and we need our community to believe with us. That you would donate $5 or more every month to make these free programs available for every child. To donate, go to invictusfoundation.net/donate. So help us bring the village to the children.
Invictus Foundation. Invictus Foundation. Invictus Foundation. Invictus Foundation.
We like to encourage young people of all ages really, that it doesn't matter where you start.
That's right.
It's what's in you. It's like what you said. So earlier when we were talking, what you said struck a nerve with me when you said, it's what's inside that really counts. It's not the external. It's not what's going on around us. It's not who's president. It's not who's vice president. It's what's going on inside of us that can create the success that we want to be. So I thank you for sharing a little spotlight into the beginning. So that people can see that you too, no matter who you are, no matter where you're from, whether you got here legally or illegally, how long you've been here, it doesn't matter. What matters is who you are within and what you do with that.
Now watch me, nay, nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, whip. Watch me, nay, nay. Why me do it? Now watch me whip. Kill it. Watch me, nay, nay. Okay. Now watch me whip, whip. Watch me, nay, nay. Can you do it?
I'm Brandon Thompson, man. Happy to be here. Looking at the kids, I think they're going to have a great time today, man. We're going to bring a lot of energy, a lot of passion. They're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of high fives, a lot of chest bumps and side bumps. So I'm excited to be here, and I can't wait to get started.
No one is standing around. Like, if you're a stand-around coach, you can leave right now, right? Every drill that we're doing while we're on this field, you are talking to a kid, you're instructing a kid, you're either telling a kid what he did wrong, how to fix it, and encourage his butt off. And if it's a girl, do the same thing. You guys got what I'm saying? So while coach is stretching them out there, you should be talking to a kid, encouraging a kid. Say, good job. Hey, man, welcome to camp. It's nice having you, man. Hey, thank you for coming to camp. That's the kind of energy we can have here today. We good? Yeah. All right, any questions, come see me. Bring it in, baby. Bring it in.
It was great to see all the kids from the community participating in some healthy exercises, as well as learning a lot of life skills. How to be academically sound, how to become better student athletes, how to become better citizens in Sacramento County.
Hey! You gotta have a good attitude for your academics. When we walked in, we saw all of you excited, ready to lace them on and get onto the field. Your attitude was positive. You got up this morning, you were ready to go. You need to transpire that over to your education. You guys understand that?
Yes. Let's make sure we show them our appreciation, because we know there ain't no free lunch in life, right? But for somebody to take their time, their resources, and their energy to give to our kids, let us show them how grateful we are as we walk out, please. Can we do that? Yeah.
How you doing? I'm Marlon Moore of the Cleveland Browns, number 15, originally born and raised in Sacramento, California, went to Natomas High School, and I'm out here supporting Coach V and the Invictus Foundation. And it's a big deal to me because this NFL Play 60. I'm part of the NFL, so it's in me to give back as much as I possibly can, not to mention that it's in the city that I grew up in, Sacramento, California. So we're out here today just for these kids. That's the only reason, to help them, encourage them, to get them to go out and play 60 minutes a day, if not more, just for their well-being and their health.
Now, not just add, but multiply, right? And when you get that kind of transformation and change and progress in your life, it's really a blessing. Now, it comes with its own challenges now, right? It's like the playoffs. Okay, you made the playoffs, now you got to play this team. Right? But that's how the challenges are. But I would far prefer that, and the people around me would far prefer those challenges of being in the playoffs, playing for the Super Bowls in life, than sitting at the sideline or at home not making it.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
You gotta be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Yes, sir. Because life's battles don't always go to the stronger woman or man. But sooner or later, the one who wins is the one who thinks they can. Yeah. On behalf of our entire organization, we love you. Repeat after me. Say character. Choices. Champion. Have a great day.
In my purpose. And then I have a ride or die chick who's my wife, right? She's my ride or die. And we got 2 kids that are happy and healthy. I mean, our son was born and they said he might have a brain tumor. So that puts a perspective on you. Yeah. That I'm a success because I'm as healthy as I can be. I got a great family. I think the trajectory in which my family and I are going, professionally or personally, are good, and we're all healthy. And I'm grateful for that.
Of your success with you. So people know that you're talking to a man who is successful. He brought his success bling with him.
Yeah, some great teams. Been on some great teams.
Proof that he is the success that he talks about. So he's a man that you definitely should listen to. And his book, Coach V, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For my personal autographed
Oh, it's
copy
my
of the
pleasure.
book,
My
and I will
honor. Yeah.
definitely read it. And I thank you for flying down here, for coming on our show, for being a part of Lunch with the Finance Bunch. And you can reach Lunch with the Finance Bunch on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram at thefinancebunch.com. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank
This
you
was
so
wonderful.
much. All right.
Yay!
Thank you so much. That was awesome.